Avoiding track limits is the name of the game in the latest time trials, earning 2 million credits. Let's see if we can guide you through this pain. Good luck. And here we are. Welcome back to the channel for another video on GT7, and we're looking at the latest time trial to earn you 2 million credits. So go on to sport mode as usual in the top right hand corner of the main menu. From there we can access your online time trials. Now we've already done the Dodge Viper at the Autopilot racing course. There's a few days left on that one. So if you haven't checked that one out, have a look on the channel. But we're going to concentrate on the brand new latest one, GR1 car in a 24-hour Le Mans circuit, legendary circuit. And you can choose from a few of the GR1 cars. Actually, it's non-specific, so if we have a look at the cars we can choose from, we've got 4 or 5 here to choose from. We're going to go with the Nissan R9 2CP92. So classic Le Mans cars, so there's classic circuits, so a nice combo. Or is it? We'll find out. So to get you your 2 million credits, we look at a lap time of 3 minutes 29.317. For 1 million credits, a lap time of 3:33.382. And to earn you 250,000 credits, we're looking at 3 minutes and 43 seconds. So yeah, difficult one and a long one. So assist, traction control on 1, counter steer we got off, and ABS we're looking at default. So let's get into the guide itself. So we use the Ghost from the top 10 in the world as a reference. Always handy to have a Ghost in front of you so you can see kind of where you're going wrong and what best lines to take. We'll come to this first bit, kind of where the curb has a little kink to the right hand side. That's where we want to be braking. But as soon as it gets just about there, that's where we're going to brake in. Don't brake when you get to that first red sign, it should be too late. And look how much of the actual course these curves you can take. It's inside of the curb is where you need to be on there. That's the track limit, so you can take a lot of that chicane. That's what you need to do to get a decent exit. The next one, you're looking at that last cone on the right hand side as a reference. Just as we go past that, we're going to hit the brakes. Come into second gear and stay tight for this one. Up into third. You want to avoid this green cone on the exit as well. If you touch that, then your lap will be invalidated. So many of these little kind of cones are knocking around, and the track limits on this are an absolute nightmare. So difficult one for this next one, kind of where that blue paint appears on the right hand side. As this comes kind of out screwed, that's when we're tapping the brake, turn the car in, again take a lot of the curb, accelerate into fourth, but be very careful on that exit. As you can see, try and stay to the right hand side of that. You need to get 2 wheels to the right hand side of that, otherwise again you're looking at invalidation. Such a long lap, so if you make one mistake you're going to go all the way back to the beginning. So for the next one, we're looking at the marshals on the left hand side. Perfect braking reference. As soon as you go past them, hit the brakes in a straight line. Coming down to second gear, take a lot of that curb, and we're going to brake as the car straightens up into first, double shift into third. You get a little bit of a wobble on, just on that curb. We'll kind of hold it flat as well, so we'll lose a bit of time running onto the straight. Still quite a decent first sector. So for the next one, you're looking at the trees on the right hand side, and you're braking before you get to that 100 board. So the trees is a good reference to brake. So into second gear, again when the car straightens up, we're coming down to first, turn in, and we double shift once again into third gear to get the extra traction coming out that corner. Again, watch the track limits on those chicanes. So what we want to do here, coming down to this next one, make sure you've got all 4 wheels to the right hand side of this white line. If you go to the left hand side, your lap will be invalidated, so it's a strange one, but yeah. Next braking reference, looking at that fence and the marshal on the right hand side. As soon as you get to those, brake in a straight line, come down to first gear, come off those brakes and let the car rotate in. Accelerate into second, but be careful again on the exit there, because you will be invalidated if you go too far to the left. And I think you'll find new invalidations every time you go around the circuit. Some of these are really, really strange. So on this next difficult one, just as you're turning right, you're going to brake in at the start of that curve. That's the reference. Now I could have gone a little bit tighter there. You can see I don't go tight enough, so we don't get the optimum line into this left-hander. But we'll come down to first gear, We're going to double shift and accelerate into third. Looking on the right hand side, that blue sign, we're braking just before we get to there. But a little bit too late. Wasn't too bad in the end, but could have been a lot worse. Accelerating to second gear again. There's track limits on the exit. Be very, very careful. So coming to the last part, a lot of hard work done. So the last section to go, and this is where you can gain a lot of time or lose a lot of time. So that Goodyear sign on the right hand side. When that passes, we want to come down to third gear, and I stay tight here in third gear and accelerate into fourth from this left, which is flat out. And just come to the next left. All we're going to do is come off the throttle, let the car rotate in, and use that kind of where the grass ends on the left hand side as a bit of reference to hit the brakes. Run to third gear, and again we want to stay tight to this right hander as much as we can. When you get to this second to last red sign, you're going to be braking just before there and turn left straight away. Bit of a blind left and easy to go wide on this one. And again on the exit, you've got to watch those track limits, make sure you've got at least 2 wheels inside those white lines. Easily done where you're getting invalidation. So onto the last braking zone. We're looking at the whiteboard on the left hand side. And we're going to brake down to second gear and come off those brakes and look at the amount of curb we can take. Again, use the inside of the curb as your track limits. And that's the line you want to be taking with the optimum speed. You want to maintain a lot of speed for these last 2 chicanes. Again, we're jumping over these curbs. We're up into third gear. Get brave on our throttle. And we come across the line. The 3 minutes 26.204, which at the time of recording put us 41st in the world, so a decent time, but there's so much time to gain on this track and to lose. And because you've got the kind of slower chicanes that go into these really long straights, you can lose so much time on the run up to these straights. Well, have a look at the chase cam, and you can see how much of the track we can actually use. Really got to push these track limits to get a decent time around here. And it's so easy to make a mistake, and like I said before, it's really frustrating. In fact, this is probably one of my least favourite time trials. I mean, the combination is great. I mean, love the track. The car's a decent car, but it's just these track limits are such a pain and so frustrating. And I think because you're running such a long lap, literally I think we did. I was on an absolute flyer and then messed it all up on that last chicane. And I think for that corner before the last chicane as well, yeah, so you've got to start the whole thing again, which can get quite taxing. But yeah, try and stick with it. I mean, yeah, I was probably going 100%, but you can kind of back off a little bit more. But how these guys in front are 3 seconds faster. I mean, the world records, I think, are 3 minutes 23 is just absolutely unreal. So, yeah, I'm not willing to put that time in. But a decent time, and that'll do me. But for this one, it's very bizarre. If you go too far to the left there, you get penalised, which is, yeah, really, really strange. So we get a decent exit on to this big back straight, and this is the corner I was talking about before. Kind of messed us up a little bit now. I should have gone a lot tighter. If you go too tight there, it's so easy to get track limits. All 4 wheels go across that right hand curve, really easily done. Let's come to the slow section, slow corner. Almost separate myself, just kept it on track. Accelerate hard into first gear. Come to the last section here, so we've gained quite a lot of time, to be honest. So we're braking at that Goodyear sign, kind of stay tight into third gear, flat out fourth. Do this quite nicely. Come over, release the accelerator, come off the accelerator, let the car rotate round. Let's get to that second to last sign. That's where you're turning in. Be brave on that turning, because it's a blind entry on that one, so you need to turn in early, otherwise you'll understeer and go wide. And this last tricky chicane, so yeah, double chicane. You can lose it all in these last 2 corners, so yeah, don't overcook it if you're on a decent lap. It wasn't too bad in the end. So yeah, there's a lap. If it does help you, let me know. Like and subscribe to the channel. Do a lot more of these, as well as daily race track guides. We've got some RTR League racing and CTC Cup action too. But for now, we'll leave you with the replay as usual. Good luck with this one. Let's hope there's a less frustrating time trial out on the next one. But for now, that's me done. I'll see you all on the next one. Happy racing. Laters.